Welcome back for the second edition of the Coach's Corner and the second half of our interview with new women's soccer head coach Leslie Wray. And the returning players, what do you see from them already? What are you seeing them to provide this season, and just kind of how do you see this season playing out? Not necessarily prediction, as we're going to win this many games, but how do you see for the feel of the team going forward?
Well, I was impressed with the upperclassmen and the returners from the first day I came. I mean, their attitude has been great. They welcome the change. They welcome the change of coaches. They welcome the higher expectations, the demands of them on fitness. I mean, they don't always like the fitness, but they want to be pushed. And you see that, and you could see that through their change from the spring to the fall when they stepped in here in preseason. They were fit. They were more fit than they were in the spring. They took what we said and they took it to heart, and they worked through the summer. So just to point out, you know, a couple is Stephanie Smith. You could tell the work that she did through the summer, and now she's one of, you know, in the mix to be a starting 11. And so the changes that she made through the summer has really helped her play. You know, Allie, being a leader on our team, has improved her fitness and has improved on the field. So we're asking a lot from the returners to be the leaders, to buy in the change of culture, and to exceed even our expectations. Okay, and you know where we see the team going is we want to focus on the small things. You know, if we can win our little goals throughout the game, then we're going to be successful.
Had your game yesterday, first scrimmage. Right. What did it tell you about your team? Your first real live action against anyone someone wearing something other than black and gold. How did it feel to be out there? What did you see from your team? Right.
It's always nice to play against an opponent where you can kind of beat up a little bit. You know, it's always hard going against the same people for day in and day out, and it had been a week, so we were in preseason for a good week, and it was about time that we were able to, you know, beat up on somebody else. And you know, we were happily, well, we weren't surprised, but we were encouraged by the play that they had for the first 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes, I thought we controlled the tempo of the game for a while. It was going back and forth. We had some opportunities. We'd like to see those opportunities be more dangerous, and you know, I think we kind of lost focus in the last 10 minutes of the first half where they scored 2 goals. On the flip side of that, we stayed strong through the second half, and we won the second half. It was 1-0. So we go away with a 2-1 loss, but we come out with clear objectives of what we need to do in the following week to prepare for our first game against LaHatte.
Week away.
Yes.
LaHatte next Friday.
Right.
What do you expect? Just atmosphere. What's going to be going through your mind as we call your name and head coach Leslie Wray. What are you thinking about next Friday night?
Well, you know, the biggest, you know, are we prepared? And these 2 preseason games are going to tell us that and tell us what we need to work on. But you know, I feel as if we work on the things that we need to, we'll be prepared. We'll be ready for our first game. And going through my head is just to make sure that we are consistent in taking care of what we need to take care of. I mean, we've set our goals of what we want to do each and every game and how we can measure that on the field. And we know if we're doing the right thing in the first 15 minutes.
Thank you for watching the second edition of the Coach's Corner and our interview with Coach Leslie Wray. For more information about the women's soccer team, including a schedule, make sure to check out the athletics website, umbcretrievers.com. For the Coach's Corner, I'm Dan LaHatte.